777 Night 2. Welcome to the Flybubble Paragliding channel.
We are free flight experts and equipment specialists helping you get the best flying experience.
Just been flying the 777 Night 2, so let's start from the ground up. So for a low B glider, I find the ground handling is pretty easy. It's right for the class. Easier in stronger conditions like today. It's got quite windy quite quickly. Glider's a little trickier in lighter winds and more fickle winds. The glider inflates and comes up very solidly, so on the launch run you've got a very taut feeling glider that has a very good shape, so it's great. On the run, just running off, you can feel the glider really clearly through the rises, lifts off very nicely. Handling, it's surprisingly agile for a low B wing. It's definitely one of the more agile gliders in the low B class, so it's quite a boon from that point of view. It's quite nippy, it's quite rolly, so the turns aren't so flat, they're a little bit more rolly. If the ridge lift is weak, you're having to be efficient. If you're heavy-handed, you're going to find you bank up and then lose height. So just bear that in mind and use plenty of weight shift. In terms of feeling, the glider feels very taut and very solid right across the glider. You can see once it's inflated, as you're flying, you look up at the glider and it's got a very clean shape, exceptionally clean I think. It's very pressurized, and so it's collapse resistant, solid feeling. Feedback is, I'd say, is kind of, well, for a low B wing it's reasonably moderate to high, good feedback. It's more feedback than some other low B wings. And I found the collapses, particularly on the smaller size, quite dynamic for a low B wing, so more like what I'd expect from a mid B. I think in the low B class, the Night 2 has excellent performance, particularly in speed and glide. I think the sink rate and the climb rate are good, but I don't feel like they're exceptional. That's just my feeling from the flying I've done, so don't attach too much to that. But the Night 2 does feel like it's moved a little bit down in the B class. I felt the Night was more of a mid B level of glider, but particularly with the speed system and the accelerated flight and the BC system, the Night 2 has really stepped up from the original Night. I tried putting the glider into some spirals. Because it's rolly, I think it does tend to go down and build into a spiral quite quickly, so that you need to watch out with that a little bit. That's where the Night 2, I feel like the handling is kind of aimed a little bit more at pilots who are ambitious, who've got the feeling, you've got the finesse to control that. So if they do, then they're going to love it, you'll love it. But if you're kind of haven't got a feeling yet of the gliders and how they build up speed, then you might find the Night 2 a little bit surprising at times. This, with a shorter aspect ratio and a nippy handling, I could just turn right in the middle and core up, which is nice. Yeah, so it's not about good and bad, it's all about personal preferences. It's what you prefer. So if you prefer a glider that feels more steady and reassuring and solid, then you probably want to go for something a bit more docile. But if you're the kind of pilot that, in your training and when you're flying, if you're like hitting some sporty air and stuff and you think, oh yeah, I like that, give me some of that, this is fun, woohoo, then you're going to like that sort of glider. You're going to want something that's a bit more nippy. 777 have opted to have the full riser set. I found the BC system was very usable and effective. The pressure is moderate to high, so it's a little bit on the high side, heavier side from the pressure point of view, but it's very effective. Definitely with this glider you could definitely be using the speed bar quite a bit. It's very effective, and then flying and using the BC system to adjust your speed as you go in and out of lifty and sinky air to get best efficiency. So in summary, the 777 Night 2 is a low B wing with pilot demands that I'd say are at the higher end of the low B class, possibly even somewhere between the low B to mid B. Performance right at the top of the low B class. It's got really excellent performance. It's got a character and its flying characteristics which stand out in the class. Very exceptional because it's very much built for XE and performance. Feeling and feedback, it's very solid and reassuring. It's very pressurized, very efficient feeling. It's very nippy in the handling. It's actually agile. You can really turn and make the most out of thermals. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the 777 Night 2. If you enjoy the video, then add some comments below, join in the conversation. 777 Night pilots, let us know what your feelings are. I'm very Really happy to hear your opinion. If you want more videos, we plan to keep making more videos for you, more free fly bubble videos, then subscribe to the channel. And we've also got a newsletter, so you can sign up to that through our website, which we send out roughly every month. And that's just a reminder of the latest videos and other stuff. If you're looking for great new kit, have a look on our website, go and check it out. And there's lots of information on there. Also, you might not realise, but on our website we've got hundreds of articles, lots of written reviews, which often give more depth than the video reviews and give different details, and they're a good complement to each other. So yeah, check out the blog on the website, and I hope to see you in the next one and every other one. Why not? Right, bye. Cheers.